These are the best gifts that you can buy the art lover in your life that's more than just a magnet from their favorite museum. If you're buying for someone that's super into modern art and design, these Lalique James Turrell crystal perfume bottles would make for the most special gift. So you might recognize Turrell's work from the Rodin Crater or these glowing room and light artworks. Kendall Jenner famously has one of his works in her house, but also anything from Lalique would make an amazing gift for someone. Dries Van Noten lipstick is another wonderful gift for someone that's super into modern art and design because they have this really cool kind of eclectic flair, but still being modern and cool and contemporary. And also the lipstick cases are refillable, so they keep the case for life and they could just switch out the color. Next are these chocolates that have the coolest backstory. So basically, the chocolate brand Paloma's partnered with the interior designer India Madhavi, who is also the inventor of this really cool stool called the Bishop Stool, which is so celebrated in the art world that it's actually in a few museums, like the Musée d'Art Décoratif in Paris, as an artwork on its own, even as furniture. And these chocolates are meant to look like mini versions of the Bishop Stool. And I believe the chocolates have pistachio inside. Another amazing brand to buy for a design lover would be anything from the Alessi kitchenware line, particularly the Philip Stark juicer or the Zaha Hadid cheese grater, which I also have. So this is another wedding present that I keep in the box, but it's basically a cheese grater that was designed by the famous architect Zaha Hadid. So basically, this is the plate that you put it on, and then you sit the grater on top and you grate the cheese this way so that it sits down here. It's such a showstopper piece to have at a dinner party, and it's really fun to use. And then the Philip Stark juicer is also on that same vibe of usable kitchenware that looks more like a sculpture. It was made in collaboration with the designer Philip Stark, obviously. And it kind of looks like a chrome version of a Louise Bourgeois spider sculpture, but you actually just press the citrus on top of it and all of the juice slides down and comes at that little point. I haven't used one myself yet, but it is on my Christmas list. Next is the fan favorite MoMA tote bag. Now, you can always tell the difference between the fashion girls and the art girls because the art girls will always be the ones with the tote bag, but I think that this bag kind of meets in the middle. It's chic, but also a little bit more artsy because it has this almost Piet Mondrian color scheme. It obviously has the name of a museum on it, but it looks like those LL Bean boat bags that everybody's obsessed with. And it's a little bit sturdier than just your typical cotton tote bag that you lose everything in the bottom in a big sack. This was a Christmas gift from my husband 2 years ago, and I still to this day am in love with it. It is currently full of all my junk. Next is this Guggenheim tea set that I am obsessed with because it's very, if you know, you know. If you know what the building of the Guggenheim looks like, you can kind of tell with this like tiered shape, but it's also not like just buying a teapot and a tea set that looks like a building, you know? Like you can tell there's a lot of thought and design that went into it. And these really funky frames from Fish Design are the coolest thing ever. I love that it almost looks like blobs of paint that you then put your photo in the middle of. And it kind of turns your photo into a little artwork of itself and jazzes up any shelf that you're going to put it on. It's not just like a regular photo frame. It has a little bit more personality. But of course, a great gift for any art lover would be a museum membership, maybe an artwork from a local artist, or even a book about an artist that they love. Everything will be linked in my bio, and let me know what other cool art gifts you have in mind. And Merry Christmas!